It's a dog's life. I bought these guys some beef bones. They they love them. It's their little snack. And then they play. As soon as one of them drops it, the other one grabs it. But I give them each one every night. Look at Bella just shit canned it. Gussie's gonna pick it up. These two are characters, man. Oh, Bella, man. It's her favorite place to dump, man. You guys remember Cheech and Chong? Ralph and Herbie? Yeah. Oh, that's a masterpiece. That shit was hilarious, man. So, it's Friday, March 10th. I realized that my YouTube channel has become the Jerry Springer channel of the YouTube world for plumbing. I'm going to try to tone down my shock jock stuff. Better. We'll see how that goes. It's a beautiful morning. I've been off. This is my third day off now. My knee is really healed up. And feeling pretty good, man. I've got a busy week scheduled for next week. Got some water heaters and other things. I talked to Airbnb Pat, and I'm gonna go over there Monday and flip-flop that water heater that I piped backwards. I don't think that it's with the cold coming in through the top and the hot leaving the tank through the dip tube. I don't think it's a big issue. I mean, it's going to work in reverse, basically. It's not going to be as efficient. But I was just thinking what the ramifications are for hooking up a water heater backwards. And anyways, we'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed Monday. Oh, let me flip this around here. The weather is really starting to break here. I ordered a nose hair trimmer from Amazon last night. The weed whacker. Anyways, gotta get the eyebrows trimmed. I'm still thinking hand model, maybe in my future, guys. What do you think? Fucking hard working man, Knuckles. Yeah. It ain't easy being me. Gussie, what you doing, man? What you up to, buddy? Gus, put up the bus, Gus. Get off the bus, Gus. This guy, he picks that damn thing up and drops it on the wood floor in my house, and it scares the shit out of me. Bella, she's smart enough to she picks the bone up and she'll run over and play with it and chew on it on a towel that I leave on the floor for them. And it's very quiet. And now Gussie, by osmosis, by watching her, he figured that out. But every once in a while, he'll pick up a heavy bone and drop it from 3 feet and scare the hell out of me. It's pretty loud. Them damn bones are hard, man. Anyways, I have nothing to do, guys. Been eating good. My daughter's working on some t-shirts, man, for the channel. Brotherhood of Plumbers. I think on a t-shirt, crisscross pipe wrenches would work great because there's more room, you know. I mean, my forearm is limited space. I can't get too crazy with it. But she's an artist, and I'm sure she'll come up with something great. She's also a YouTuber, very successful, and she's doing her thing. She's actually writing a book about how to YouTube, and there's a whole chapter on me, on all the shit you shouldn't do, like swearing all the time. When you open your video in the morning and the first word out of your mouth is an F-bomb, probably not recommended. Anyways, I'm having fun, guys. I hope you all have a safe day today, maybe an early day, and start your weekend. I don't know what the weather's like up north. Maybe still cold up there. The weather's crazy. It's a little chilly down here, so it must be cold up north. But I hope you all have a great weekend. And I want to talk a little bit about the response yesterday from the video I posted. Lots of good ideas. One of the resounding points that stuck with me is keep it simple. It's basically just you know, he talked about signing a paper, and I get that. People don't want to sign anything, you know. Right there, it's like they stand back and say, what's this about? So it's basically just a sheet of paper saying this is you know, this is how we charge, and that's it. You know, hand it to them. I really don't have a big issue. People trust me for the most part, my customers, but there are those customers that are very, you know, that's just the way they are. They're skeptical. They want to, you know, I don't know if it's because they got burned a few times and that's what's forced them to be the way they are. But, you know, it's just trying to put it up on the table and let them know where I am. And my business is very, very different than a lot of businesses, man. I have no overhead. Everything I have is paid for. So it's not a lot of overhead, man. Not that I should be giving that shit away either, you know what I'm saying? Just because there's no month, you know, my overhead bills at the end of the month aren't massive, with truck payments and everything else. Still can't give it away, but I try to give my customers a good deal, man. I really do. I'm honest, but people are skeptical in this cynical world we live in, and I get it. So I'm just always trying to improve, always trying to, you know, there's a couple of sheets that I want to make up. One is for garbage disposals. It'd be nice to hand somebody a sheet, the do's and don'ts of garbage disposals. I mean, I could tell them go online and look at it, but it's nice to have something that you can hand to your customer with your name and number and a lot of stuff about your business, and then this do's and don'ts list, and they can hang it on the refrigerator. They can you know, throw it in their junk drawer, whatever. But it's about taking the opportunity to educate a little bit when you're with a customer. You know, I've had people with garbage disposals just think they could throw anything down there. I mean, there was a guy that he and his wife every day, they threw the shells from 5 hard-boiled eggs into their garbage disposal, and over the course of 4 or 5 years, they absolutely totally packed that line to the point where it needed to be jetted, and it took a long time to get that shit out of that pipe. So it's about you know, the little nuances and tech tips that people just don't realize, you know. They don't, the stuff disappears from the toilet or disappears from the drain in the sink, and they think it's gone. Well, it's not. It's got to make a journey out to the street and then down the street and then, you know, 10 miles to the sewage treatment plant. So you got to take that opportunity to explain that to these people. And I'm always telling them about toilet paper, and I do a toilet paper test for people with old cast iron when I'm getting call after call, you know, every 3-4 months they call me up because the house is backed up, and the first thing I do is look at their toilet paper, and I say, I'm going to show you a test. I take what would be a normal wipe, I put it in a bowl on the counter, and I let it sit there for 5, 6, 10 minutes, and then I reach in that bowl, and with 2 fingers I pinch it and I lift it up. The whole thing comes up like a wet rag, and I tell them you need to be using Scott tissue. Scott tissue dissolves. You throw that stuff, the same exact amount, you throw it in a bowl, and literally in 30-40 seconds you can't pick it up. It just falls apart. And the problem with that other toilet paper is a lot of people get up in the morning, they'll use the bathroom, they'll flush it with a 1.6 gallon flush toilet. It gets about 10-15 feet from the toilet and it stops, and then it sits there all day and it dries out. And that's the beginning of a stoppage, because the next flush is going to come and it's going to build and build and build and eventually stop the place up. So I try to take the opportunity when I go into a house to educate them. I also try to entertain them, be funny, and that's just my personality, man. That's just who I am. I'm very friendly. I talk to everybody, strangers, like I know them, like I've known them all my life. But everybody's got to figure out their own path in business, and don't try to be something you're not, is my advice. Be authentic, and good or bad, just be authentic. You know, you are who you are. Your life experience has created you, and you are who you are, man. So I'm not going to change too much, and I'm just babbling on, not to be confused with Babylon. Get it? That was a good joke. Man, look at that. Damn. I hope that goes away, man. I hope it's not melanoma. Guys, I cut my own hair. If you were wondering if I actually paid somebody to do this, no, I don't. Take it off myself, man. I got a pair of clippers. Haven't paid for a haircut in probably 2 years now. Just got too expensive, man. Fuck, I only have 12 hairs on my head. They want $35 to cut them. Like, give me a break, man. Anyways, guys, happy Friday to you. I'm going to post this video. Maybe I'll do something this weekend about tools. I've been getting a lot of guys want my plunger. A lot of guys want to see how I make this stuff. I'm still not ready to, you know, give you the directions on how to maybe become a millionaire with my invention. But the plunger's the shit, man. The plunger is really good, man, with that suction action. Pulling it, I mean, really yanking that stoppage backwards and then giving it the old friggin' wham bama jamma, slamming it out of there. It works great. Someday I may spill the beans and show you how to make one. It's pretty easy. If you're mechanically inclined and you understand the concept, you could probably figure out what I did. It's all standard plumbing shit. You could buy it for all the parts for probably $15. if you can think it, you can build it, my friends. That's all I can say, and I'll close on that note. Have a great weekend, guys. Bella, hey, look at these guys. Look at Gussie. Gussie, you're just laying around. You slept all night. Bella, stretch, 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 stretch. Oh, good girl. Oh, she's a good girl. I love my Bella. All right, guys. See you.